You are going to be the next president of the Young Professionals in Transplantation. That is a club within ESOT. Why is it necessary to organize the younger people in a separate society?
Actually, it's not a separate society. The YPT was created within the ESOT to give a young perspective to this really big society.
And how does the young perspective differ from the traditional perspective?
It's not so different actually, but we would like to give voice to young people. First of all, creating a network among young people and to connect young people with the more senior expert involved in transplantation.
And can you give me an example of topics that you with YPT, Young Professionals in Transplantation, talk about that would not be talked about here at Congress or else would not be touched?
We are talking of a lot of different topics, but we mainly focus on some of them during this Congress. In particular, we will talk about career development for young people, of course, and we would like to be innovative. We would like to introduce innovations in the ESOT. During this Congress, we are going to have two mainly sessions during this Congress. One is tomorrow and the other one is on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow we are going to talk about career development, and the topic we will talk about are specializing or not to specialize for young people approaching a career in transplantation, and what is the best to do when you train for becoming a surgeon or a physician in transplantation. Shall you stay in a single center, or is it more advantageous for you to move around different centers?
And what choice did you personally make on that one?
I did the second one actually, because I train in a center in Italy and I moved in UK for a while to get knowledge about how things work differently in Europe.
And how has that helped you in your career?
It did, of course, because you can increase your network, you can improve your knowledge, and you experience different environments and different techniques, of course.
And perhaps do you have a story of like how your network, your international network, has helped you to be better at your job during the day?
Of course, I'm experiencing things that I wasn't in Italy, because I had the possibility to attend liver transplantation that is different in UK than in Italy, because they have a different model of donation that are not available yet. So it was really creating. It was really helping me in knowing people and experiencing new techniques and.
Exactly. And can I imagine? Do you literally, like in your own hospital or in your own job, if you run into something that you're not familiar with, how do you reach to them? How are you guys connected during the year?
We've got different platforms. We've got a Facebook page where the YPT is a group of YPTs created, and of course we've got the ESOT web page when you can join all the activities of YPT.
Exactly. I heard about the YPT Facebook group. What kind of stuff is going on in there?
We are posting a lot of informations, and because one of our aim was to create a network and to make the access to information easier for young people approaching the transplant career. So we post about congresses, we post about events, we post about job advertisement, and this is quite important to make easy to young people to access information nowadays, because you can access almost everything everywhere via internet, but you have only one place when you can find all the things you may be interested in.
Yeah, specifically if you're a young professional in transplantation. So I guess you're really saying here, if you want to advance your career, you should become part of YPT and should become part of the Facebook group. Now, you mentioned that is one of the sessions you guys are talking about. You also mentioned you are being innovative in this Congress. Can you give us another example of that?
We try every congress in every congress to be innovating. We did it in Vienna 2 years ago with a completely new session presented in a different way than before, and this year we are going to be innovative in two different ways. First of all, because we are presenting a video session that has never been organized before.
I heard about that. What does that look like?
So the presentation will include a video that is going to be innovative because it's showing an innovative technique in the field of transplantation. And really, I strongly invite you to come because the videos are really, really interesting. Yeah.
But obviously our viewers cannot come because they are anywhere in the world. But perhaps, will these videos be published like in the ESOT environment, or what will happen to these videos?
All the videos are going to be showed in the YPT lounge, that is an area in the Congress where the YPT is located. All the activities is a reference point for all young people during the Congress. And hopefully we will try to find a way to publish the video in the future.
All right. Yeah. Not clear yet, so you have to be a member of the YPT Facebook group, I guess, to find them. So that was one of the innovations, the video session. What was the other one you're going to mention?
The video session and innovative techniques showed in the video. So we are trying to focus on people that are going to be innovative in the field of transplantation. All
right. Earlier today I walked by this YPT lounge, I guess it is, and we'll make sure we'll go there with a camera later on and show you what it looks like. I noticed a spot with a microphone, an open microphone. What is supposed to be happening there?
We are going to organize some face-to-face meetings, so probably this is going to work with that, and we are going to show all the videos during the day, so you can go there and select the videos and see what is. What most interests you.
All right, so a lot of talk about video. Obviously, right now we are creating videos for people who are not here. I saw a question coming in from Ruud, and he is asking, well, Ruud is now asking two questions. Thank you very much, Ruud. Let me take your first one first. How do you think that this Transplant Live, for example, the fact that people from all over the world, also younger people who might not be able to pay a ticket or pay a registration to come here to Brussels, can participate in some of the sessions, how will that change the actual physical meeting that will take place, perhaps not right now in Brussels, but in 2 years in Barcelona? What do you think the impact of all this video content will be?
I think this video content should change completely the way of attending a meeting, and is going to be really advantageous for people that could not travel all over the world, of course, or cannot afford traveling, because we know money is becoming really a serious problem in the field of transplantation, and this is going to be really a good opportunity for all young people in particular.
So are you saying that in the future nobody's coming together in Brussels, Barcelona or Vienna anymore? Are we all watching online?
No, not of course, because being in a meeting is completely different. You meet people, you talk to people, and you see what is going live, and it's different. But to have the opportunity to attend a meeting, even if you can't, this is something that is going to change the future.
You feel it should be common practice. Well, in that case, Ruud, thank you for the question. I don't know if somebody else, if you're watching right now, what is your take on this? I mean, you're now in this online experience. I know we're not yet in the room. You're not getting the best scientific content that we're going to offer you over the next few days. But how do you feel at the start of this? How is this going to change the physical meetings and gatherings? Perhaps we're going to do entirely different things, right? Because if everybody has seen the video on stage, we might just come to a meeting to discuss. So what is your take?
The video and internet is changing our life completely. There are a lot of talking about this, and we need to see how the future will work with this.
Right. Well, you are at the start of your presidency of the YPT. What are some of your goals and aims when you become the leader of this community?
We created a network that is good, but we need to improve it and to to become the point of reference for all the young people, we need to be the link in an easy way, in a friendly environment for people to the ESOT, from young people to the ESOT. And second, that it's something that we are going to do over the next few years, is to connect with other young people from the other society, because we don't want to be on our own. There are a lot of society, international and national societies working on transplantation, and we need to connect all of them. We would like to organize a congress or joint meetings. We will see. There are a lot to do, and we've got a lot of ideas on.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned the cross-cultural aspect, because in a minute we're going to switch into the room, and part of the opening session is a panel by John Forsyth with the leaders of the Asian, the American, the South American and the Middle East societies for organ transplantation. What is your experience about some of these? What are some of the cultural differences you experience, whether you are in Asia, South America or Europe?
There are a lot of experiences from the young perspective, in training in particular, because all the training in these countries are different. There are differences in Europe as well, so we really need to compare each other and trying to find which is the best, and give the young people the best way to decide how to develop their career in transplantation, even if they are from Europe, if they are from America, or if they are from Asia, and give them the opportunity to choose between all of these settings.
Perfect. Well, with that, as you can see, the flow of people starts to thicken, so I think the room is starting to fill up. I'm going to thank you, Francesca. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks to you for really inviting me and giving us the possibility to talk about YPT.